Wow, that was pretty tricky. Just I'm changing this Binnacle cluster, my S2000. I'm going to get it in the light. You can see some of the little bit of the damage around the corner here. You'll see where it's been scraped, and it's just general damage around this corner. So I managed to get hold of a new Binnacle, but boy has this been a challenge to get it off. Now the instructions other people gave said you have to remove 4 bolts to drop the steering wheel, so that you can actually get access. Well, a bit of brute force pushing it down, as long as you use or remove 2 of the bolts, the 2 nearest the front, which are the only ones I could bloody access with the tools I got, then yeah, you can push the steering wheel down. You can see here I can push it down. It just flexed it enough so that I could actually get the instrument Binnacle over the top of the steering wheel. There, this boss on the top of the steering wheel, which I'm pleased that I was able to do, because otherwise I was just about to give up. So one of the tricky things that I found was to get these little caps out, which go on the underside of here to cover the screws up. You can see I've already got a scratch on this one, which is disappointing, but it's not surprising because they are an absolute nightmare. You have to get a blade down the side of there. I'm going to tidy these up. I'm going to see if I can get some new ones from Honda, but I'm going to tidy them up. If not, and I'll have to put them back in, but on the new bezel. But I'm going to do that now, switch all the switches over, and then get the new bezel on. So we're all back in now, and it was not quite as fiddly to get things back in. I gave these switches a bit of a polish, or the switch surrounds a bit of a polish, because they get scratched up over time. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better than they were. And the new bezel, the surround, which comes complete with the vents, brand new, all back in and in place. Now underneath here, you'll see that I've still got the blanks there are missing, because I've had to order those and they're on back order from Honda. Getting them out is an absolute nightmare, and you end up damaging the ones there. So I've ordered some replacements, so I'll leave those out until they come in. Then they'll be in probably in a couple of months' time. At the same time, I thought the center console was quite scratched. The little gate here, the door that goes over the, well, what should be the drink holder area, come ashtray, etc. And that was quite scratched. So I've done probably about half an hour's work on that at the moment. And as you can see, although there's still is some little scratches and blemishes on there, it's a hell of a lot better than it used to be. And I have to say that if there's something that can be done, I was going to get somebody to renovate this, but really all you need is a bit of resin polish. I got one from Autoglim, resin polish, and I just spent time going over gently, rubbing it on, rubbing it off, rubbing it on, rubbing it off. And I think I'm going to spend probably another hour on this to get it literally piano black. I mean, it probably looks great in the video right now, but yeah, it's going to be sort of an absolute top finish. Now, this afternoon, I've got a leather specialist that's coming round. If you look at the steering wheel here, from where this car was previously badly painted before we did our job on it, you'll see paint splatters on the steering wheel. How on earth they got that? You'll see it down here as well, and of course it's a little bit worn. It's you know 15 plus years old now, so he's going to bring that back to factory, clean that all up and bring it back to factory. Also on the seats, I mean, it looks great on camera and they look really red on camera, but in reality they are a little bit duller than that. And we've got some little blemishes here, same on the center console, slight blemishes in the leather, and there are again some little very close up there. It's difficult to see in this light, but there you go, there's one there. There's a paint spot. And you've got the same over on the passenger side. And of course, on the driver's side here, although again, it's really pretty good, you get that wear on the driver's side for getting in and out. So he's going to spend a bit of time and get that all done. And hopefully it'll be back to factory fresh.